Nairobi ambapo wadau mbalimbali wanakutana kuweza kuadhimisha makataa na katiba hiyo ya haki za binadamu.
Successful, but today that progress is under threat. We are born free and equal, but millions of people on this planet do not stay free and equal. Their dignity is trampled and their rights are violated on a daily basis. In many countries, the fundamental recognition that all human beings are equal and have inherent rights is under attack. The institution so painstakingly set up by states to achieve common solutions to common problems are being undermined. And the comprehensive web of international, regional, and national laws and treaties that gave teeth to the vision of the declaration is also being chipped away by governments and politicians increasingly focused on narrow national interests. We all need to stand up more energetically for the rights assured us everyone should have, not just ourselves, but all our fellow human beings, and which are at constant risk of eroding through our own and our leaders' forgetfulness, neglect, or disregard. We've come a long way down this path since 1948. We have taken many of progressive measures prescribed by the Universal Declaration at the national and international levels. But we still have a long way to go, and too many of our leaders seem to have forgotten these powerful and prophetic words. We need to rectify that, not just today, not just on the 70th anniversary, but every day, every year. Human rights defenders the world over are on the front lines of defending the Universal Declaration through their work, their dedication, and their sacrifice. And I'm so glad that so many of you are here with us today. No matter where we live or what our circumstances are, most of us do have the power to make a difference. Most of us do have the power to make a difference, to make our homes, communities, countries, and our world better or worse for others. Each of us needs to do our part to breathe life into the beautiful dream and aspiration of the Universal Declaration. Because this was the gift of our ancestors to help us avoid ever having to go through what they went through. Thank you. And it's my great pleasure now to invite to the podium, I know the Master of Ceremony will not be happy with me, but I just wanted to do it personally, the UN Resident Coordinator in Kenya, Siddhar Chatterjee, a great supporter of human rights, a great supporter of women's rights. Thank you, Sid.
Governor Nanok, Governor Sanko, I know he's just stepped out, ambassadors present, but a special message out there to all the human rights defenders that are seated here and all the human rights defenders who are there in every nook and corner of Kenya, advancing some right, championing some right, fighting for someone's rights, and fighting above all for someone's dignity. So it's a big shout out to all of you, ladies and gentlemen, that are working tirelessly to advance this very important agenda. Ladies and gentlemen, mine is a very simple job, but what you just heard just now was the speech of Michelle Bachelet, the former president of Chile. I don't know how many of you know that she and her mother were tortured in the chambers of an Air Force prison when they were young, and her father had protested the dictatorship in Chile. So when she speaks, when the speech that you just heard, it's a speech from the heart. Our own Secretary General, Mr. Antonio Guterres, another very avid champion of human rights. And more so because he himself grew up in a time in Portugal which had seen a very tough dictatorship. So as a matter of fact, you have two major policymakers and opinion leaders who themselves have seen the scourge of violation of rights. So no one better than the Human Rights Commissioner for the UN, Michelle Bachelet, who you just heard, and now over to the UN Secretary General and his speech on Human Rights Day. Can we play? Never mind. I'd expected technology to fail. Is it coming? Oh, perfect. You should hear it from him rather than from me.
Imeandaliwa hapa Nairobi na mashirika mbalimbali, wanaharakati wa haki za binadamu kwa ushirikiano na